Hello and welcome to SW News. Amid the mounting pressure after the revelations in media reports that claimed that Facebook was shielding right-wing accounts who indulged in hate speech, the social media giant banned T. Raja Singh on its platform. This BJP MLA from Telangana is at the center of the controversy around Facebook and its hate speech policy and the allegations that this policy was not applied to right-wing individuals in India like Raja Singh and some other groups. It doesn't take much to go back and check on internet T. Raja Singh's record on hate speech and provocative communal speeches. It took the article from the Wall Street Journal and a significant uproar from the opposition in India to ban the person behind the alleged hate speech. A Facebook spokesperson, however, in its statement said that we have banned Raja Singh from Facebook for violating our policy prohibiting those that promote or engage in violence and hate from having a presence on our platform. The process for evaluating the potential violators is extensive, and it is what led us to Facebook's decision to remove his account. The action comes a day after the Facebook official had appeared before a parliamentary panel led by Congress MP Shashi Tharoor and faced questions on the alleged political bias from both sides of the divide. Facebook India head Ajit Mohan was questioned on the alleged negligence towards misuse of the social media platform by BJP leaders and supporters. The meeting that lasted for almost 3.5 hours cited its goal as safeguarding citizens' rights and prevention of misuse of social or online news media platforms, including special emphasis on women's security in the digital space. Close to 18 members of the panel, which posed at least 90 questions at the executive over the span of 2 hours. The panel had also called representatives of Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology on the same issue, while a few others, including some digital media activists, also deposed before the panel. The Congress, in the last few weeks after the report came out, wrote letters twice to Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and also demanded scrutiny of actions of its public policy director in India, Ankhi Das, who is alleged to be the reason why the platform shielded right-wing groups and individuals. Yesterday, Facebook responded to Congress General Secretary in charge of organization Kesu Venugopal's letter, stressing that the company is non-partisan and strives to ensure its platforms remain a space where people express themselves freely. Facebook's Trust and Safety Director Neil Potts said in a letter that we are non-partisan and strive to ensure our platform remains a space where people express themselves freely. We take allegations of bias very seriously and denounce the hate and bigotry in all forms. On the question of hateful content by public figures, we want to assure you that our community standards prohibit attacks against people based on their protected characteristics, including religion, caste, ethnicity, and national origin. In line with our hate speech policy, we have removed and will continue to remove hateful content by public figures in India on our platforms. Now, this is what the letter stated. Now, surprisingly, a few days back, it also had come to light that before 2019 Lok Sabha elections, BJP's IT cell had allegedly requested Facebook to remove certain pages from Facebook. Some of these were fan pages of Mr. Vinod Dua, our consulting editor, and senior journalist Ravish Kumar. So, some of these pages were indeed deleted and they remain missing from the platform even today. Some pages that BJP requested to restore were restored. So, the 17 deleted pages that BJP had asked Facebook India to reinstate are all back on the platform. Last year in the month of November, the BJP had asked Facebook India to reinstate 17 deleted pages and monetize or allow two right-wing news websites, The Chaupal and Op India, to receive ad revenue from their content. Again, in these conversations, Ankhi Das appears. Allegedly, these requests for reinstating the pages came through emails between Amit Malviya, the head of BJP IT cell, and Facebook India Public Policy Executive Ankhi Das and Shivnath Thukral. While these very serious allegations are being levelled on Facebook, India's IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad wrote a letter to Facebook complaining about its bias about the right-wing pages. Remember, when he was IT Minister in the first Modi government, he had warned to summon Facebook officials to India. Well, that never happened. Anyways, But what triggered the second letter by the Congress party that we are going to talk about? Almost a week after the first article, the Wall Street Journal published another article, and this article highlighted Anki Das' post written for the internal consumption each time the BJP, particularly Prime Minister Modi, benefited electorally. The article said that she made internal postings over several years detailing her support for the ruling party and disparaging its main rival. In one of the messages, Anki Das wrote, "We lit a fire to his social media campaign and the rest is of course history." Now in this particular message, she is talking about Prime Minister Modi. In another message, she wrote, "It has taken 30 years of grassroots work to rid India of state socialism finally." Now this is what she wrote in a separate post on defeat of the Indian National Congress Party, praising Prime Minister Modi as strongman who had broken the former ruling party's hold. These messages were posted apparently a day before PM Modi swept to power in 2014. Now Anki Das joined Facebook in 2011, and these were the initial days when Facebook was going global with the plan of becoming a platform for politicians and businesses. It rolled out training for several Indian political parties on how best to use the platform to mobilize the supporters. One of the politicians that they approached was Prime Minister Modi, who was then the Chief Minister, and he was working on 2012 Gujarat campaign. In October 2012, Das in an internal posting also wrote that success in our Gujarat campaign of the training of Modi's BJP team. She further noted in that same message that the campaign was close to reaching 1 million fans on Facebook, and thereafter Facebook also helped him in his campaign for the 2014 national elections. Facebook, however, says that these messages from the internal postings do not show any inappropriate bias. Meanwhile, employees at Facebook confronted the leadership over the hate speech issue. According to another Wall Street Journal report, these India employees pressed the company's leadership to review its handling of the hate speech in India, saying that the company has tolerated toxic content by prominent political figures and failed to enforce its policies even-handedly. But not only the Wall Street Journal article, the Time magazine also published an article on the same, which pointed out how activists reporting hate speech on the platform found it difficult to get an ear from its India officials. This article digs into another public policy official of Facebook in India, that is Shivnath Thukral, who had previously also worked with the BJP. Recently, he was promoted as WhatsApp's India public policy head. This, the article said, was crucial given the allegation on the personal messaging app that it has enabled the spread of fake news through which hate and communalism can be spread among masses. It also says that Facebook has commissioned an audit into its India business. The pressure, however, is growing on Facebook. The opposition parties are questioning it. Not only in the US but also in India, they are under fire for their approach towards fake news and hate speech and their alleged bias. While Facebook has acknowledged it and shown an intent to act, it is too late and too little. Banning T. Raja Singh, who claims he hasn't been active on Facebook since 2019, is rather a symbolic act than an act aimed at enforcing the policy evenly. What if the article had never appeared? Would the platform still have banned him? If we go by the history, then maybe the answer is no. And the answer to this question is where the problem of Facebook lies. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.